Everybody, welcome back to Distributed Creations DIY, and I got a brand new tool today and I'm just absolutely loving it. So I went to try it out, but I tried it out a little too much. I got carried away having too much fun and I almost forgot to make a video for you guys. So let's get right into it and show you what I did and what the tool is, and then I'm going to do an instructional video after this on how to properly use the tool. So I took all this down, some of that's big stuff over there, you know, probably like 6-8 inches across, all those in one whole, like you see how big the car is, it's twice the length of the car tree. I dragged it all the way over there myself. And then you see, like, I went up this one right here, all the little fresh ones you can see right there. All those little like cuts. I did all that because the tree is leaning and it's dying at the top all the way up there, and I'm scared it's gonna bump over. It's kind of going that way, you know? So I figure if I do all this work and cut all those branches off and save those for my compost and for my fire for winter, I don't have to pay them to cut all that down, you know, like all this stuff. So like all this stuff right here, that's all from there. And I drug two huge ones in the back already. So you could see that just that much they would charge me to cut that. And now they can just come in and cut less. So they'll charge me less for that. But I did all this great work with this fancy machine over here called a pole saw. So I think it's like 8 feet it goes out, and you can make it smaller as well. So you can do you can slide it all the way down here and just make it this size, or you can get an additional 3 foot and go the whole way. It's I think it's a 6-inch bar here, and the blade is just like, it cuts like butter. This thing is made by Portland, but I'm not sponsored by them. But I got the cheapest one that I could get from Harbor Freight just to see how it's gonna work. And it cut all that stuff down just with this, and it feels like it's brand new still. You do have to put a little bit of oil in this here. So you have to fill this up, this little thing here, with oil, and it's specific chainsaw oil. You can't just put car oil or something in there. So you just unscrew it right here, and the screw had a nice little, I have to put some more in it. So it has a little tag on it so you can't drop it, you know. You don't want to drop it, get dirt in it, you get the dirt down in there, and, you know, and screws it up. So I kind of watch my electronics and stuff that I buy from Harbor Freight, because usually they break kind of easy. That's why they're cheaper, unless you get a really expensive brand. This thing seems to be working like crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple and show you guys how it works. I'm gonna make it small, and so I'm gonna do a couple just to show you guys how it works. It's pretty easy. Some of them come with batteries, some are gas powered, like kind of like a weed whacker or any of those accessories. I got a plug-in one because I have a standalone solar panel kit, and I'll probably put a quick picture. I just have like 2 panels, and I connect it to this battery. It's a 1,000-watt battery, and it just charges. And then as I need it to do these things in the yard or whatever, run my lawnmower, I'm just doing it for free. You know, it's already paid for itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the pole down small and do some easy ones, and then I'm gonna widen the pole and try to like lift it way up there and show you how sturdy this thing is. I think I paid regular price that somebody else would pay. It was like $69.99 plus tax, so maybe like 75 bucks. And it's already done $75 worth of work, you know, the first day. So let's go out and let's go cut a couple and see how it is. It's fun. All right, so I found a good one right here. So you see how this branch is kind of up a little higher, and I can't just reach that. I'd have to get on a ladder or something. With the chainsaw, it'd be kind of dangerous. That's why you get this extended pole, so you can stand way back down here and put the blade up there. See that nasty one up there that we're gonna get? Right there. I'm gonna crawl over there. I'm gonna set the camera up. I'm gonna extend the pole out, and I'm gonna show you, because what if you're walking along, that thing looks kind of heavy. And even if it's not, it's large. So what if you're walking along and you're cutting the grass or something, and this just decides to fall off and hit you, or one of your kids, or a neighbor? It's not gonna fall off of my property because the street goes out a little farther. But, you know, like, what if somebody's out here doing something with me or hanging out, or their kids, and it just kind of falls off? Like this. You know, like, what if these branches, what if these branches are just rotten, and they fall off, or like some stuff like that? You know, let's get a closer look at that. Like, I took this one down because it looked rotten, so I cut it with that thing. But this one fell. I mean, look at that. That's pretty big. You don't want that coming down and clomping you on the head from 20 feet or whatever, or one of those, you know? So, and don't mind the yard. I'm doing a compost with cardboard. And when I launch the video, I will put a link onto that video from this video. But that's why you guys subscribe, so you can see all the cool stuff I'm doing. I'm also doing a compost to grow all of the yard. There's no yard here, but I did it over there, and you see where the yard is nice over there. So I experimented closer to the house for a year to see what would happen, and it grew in grass everywhere, really nice and thick, you know? So now we're doing it over here as well. All right, so let's get back to cutting this up. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this for you so you can see what it looks like. So we got this little one I'm gonna do right here, not the big one behind it. This little one right here, this one. And you see it's probably 5 or 6 feet up. And it's a real easy one. I could probably saw through this whole dead thing right here as well. I just need to get someone with the rope up there to pull it so it doesn't hit a line. But we're gonna cut this easy one with this little pull saw real quick. All right, so we still have it in small mode, like all the way down. And then it's got a little trigger here and a trigger here. And there she is. Like, that's actually a lot of shade when you're trying to grow grass. And that'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. That'll probably multiply next year. I think that's 2 years old, that little branch. Turned into that already. That's 6 feet and probably like 5 feet wide, 6 feet long, 5 foot all, you know what I mean? That's gonna be a lot of shade. So you see how much open sun we're trying to grow the grass here. But the pole thing is nice. Then if you have these little things around your pool, you can cut the low branches and keep the leaves out of your pool a little nicer as well, or do some of the pruning work yourself if you don't want shade somewhere, you know? right? It's a whole difference. It's a whole difference, just that little bit. And the tree will live. You're worried about... Don't worry about it, because the tree will live. You're just cutting the brush on the bottom. Actually, when you fan off, when you cut off the trees on the bottom, the tree will grow taller. And if you cut the top off, usually the bottom branches will grow thicker. So if you want to trim your tree a certain way before it gets out of hand, like these are on this property, then you won't have to go through this. But hopefully you learned something, how to use the pole saw. I'm gonna take some pictures and send them to my buddy, because he does this, and see how much he would have charged me to do all the same amount and like cut it up enough to put it on his trailer and haul it out of here. I'm $300-400 I saved myself, and I got to keep the tool, and I got to keep another $250 to pay myself for the day to do this. So let's keep moving on. All right, guys, so I talked to my buddy and I showed him all the pictures of all the branches and all the stuff that I took down from the whole front yard and a little bit of that side yard where the fence is, where the pool is. And that's going to keep a lot of leaf out of the pool, so you're going to be doing even less. The work you're doing today is going to save you from doing the leaf and the skimming and all that with the pool and the chemicals in the long run. So I talked to my buddy Jimmy, and he said it's probably about $500 or $600 to cut all that down, put all that leaf on or all that wood on the trailer and haul that away. Or they would bring this thing, mulcher, where they stick the leaves and the tree branches down in, and it just tears it up and shoots it into the back of a, like a big pickup or a dump truck, and they carry all that away as like mulch or compost or something as well. But I mean, $500-600. I spent $75 on the tool, maybe $5 total to drive to the store and pick it up, but I was already there anyway. So let's say $80 total. I did maybe, I would say I did 3 days of work, about 3 hours a day. So 8-9 hours, 1 full day of work. And I made myself, let's say if I got $550 and the tool cost $70, let's just say I got around $425 I saved, and I got to keep the tool. The tool is mine, and it's still in great condition. So you just need to go out there and do some stuff, make some ideas, look at some things, you know, go on Google, do some research and see how to build up your property, save money, buy the tools yourself. Because if I would have paid my buddy $600 to do this, or $500, he's got the tools. I would have paid for him $600 to buy all the tools in probably that he owns to do all this kind of work. So I just hope that this saves somebody some money. You're gonna recoup on your property value. You're not gonna have to pick up as many leaves. The sun's gonna be able to come in so that you can grow grass. I'm gonna use some of those as compost, some of those to burn, and I got to keep the tool. I mean, I made $600 plus, because now I don't even have to fish all those leaves out of the pool now. So, or I got to keep the pole. And the pool is what we're swimming in, but the pole is the saw. So thanks for coming to Sterling Creations DIY. If this helped you out, man, please give us a like and a thumbs up. Subscribe, share to somebody else that is thinking about getting a pole saw and doing this themselves. It really helps the algorithm, helps me to buy some new tools if I can get monetized, and then I can make better and more videos for you guys. All right, we're out.